Dear Diary. So, uh, today is Thursday, the 5th of September. It's 2 and 3 p.m. and it's 33 degrees outside. Well, um, I could safely say that yesterday went quite decently. It took me a long time to be downloading the updates and the story DLCs for Final Fantasy 15. And no, I'm not going to be getting that multiplayer DLC, because that's going to suck, really. And the fact that this is a DLC, but a fucking multiplayer DLC, is... no. Just no, bro. It didn't have the episode Arden, but hey, at least it's better than nothing, honestly. Like lots of good DLCs and goodies. And later on, I've been playing almost quite a lot. And saved quite a lot of pictures, you know. But then I really wanted to get those lots of screenshots onto the fucking phone. The process for that, of course, is not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy as just going to the screenshots and select at least 4 of them and putting them on the PlayStation app. Oh no. It's literally either get a USB and put those pictures one by one, then literally put that USB onto the PC along with the phone onto the PC, and then put these screenshots from your USB all the way into your freaking phone. Then there's the other process, which I really can't believe that I fucking did anyways, which was basically create another account, friend that account, and message that account with those pictures. Then log into that account onto your freaking PS app or something, and then download those pictures. Like, really. They put the ability for people to send screenshots onto the PS app so that they could just download it. But then they cannot just do that for the PS4. How fucking lovely. Like, really. I guess the fucking programmers for some features on the PS4 have really aimed for shit to be a pain in the ass. Oh well. Oh well. So much for excitement for some of this stuff. But in any case, like, things were going pretty decent. And played the game for quite a long time. At least on the first chapter. And to be honest, while playing that game, it kinda grew in me more than Final Fantasy VII Remake or Street Fighter 6, to be honest. And the way that, the AI for Nox friends moving around and doing stuff and vibing, it seems to be quite a great game. And of course, the open world is just so great. Just so great, and I'm finally able to have it. And, well, to be honest, it kind of saddens me because it would kind of look like that I only have like a few days before before I'm officially been submitted to the university, and probably, just probably, I'm probably going to be having a shit time doing in that university. And probably my mom's gonna be leaving pretty early. And that's not a good thing, you see, because I don't know how I'm gonna be able to manage myself in these next few months when my mom leaves and my uncle switches in. It's just pretty hard, honestly. Pretty hard to think that I'm gonna be having 4 years of college. But surprisingly, thanks to Final Fantasy 15, I've been doing like a bit slightly better. A bit slightly better. Although I can't even understand how did I let my life get to this? How did I get myself into that mess? How did I literally pull myself, into abruptly agreeing to such an outcome? And I used to be calm while agreeing about it, not knowing the amount of emotional weight that this is going to be carried on me. And the worst thing about this is that we have been doing almost all of this stuff in almost like non-stop rapid fire speed. Like, it is ridiculous in every way. Well, since that I have since that I have stayed up for like quite a long time, playing the game and trying to get the freaking screenshots, then just post them on Twitter, I have naturally been forced to sleep late. And what happens when you sleep late? You wake up late. So I've been literally awakened by my mom at like 2 p.m. She's now outside with my aunt, aka her sister. And I'm supposed to be taking care of the little shit. The little shit fat fuck brother. No, I find it still hard. I still find it hard to believe that this kind of thing is happening, and I'm gonna have to really live with it. And it's really, and to think that literally all of this is going to happen in like succession, and like who knows how many days I would eventually have to prepare myself as much as I could. It is as good as getting myself fucked in the ass. I don't know. Like, to be honest, it's, that's not how I have pictured my life going, to be honest. Like, this is how I everything from my life would play out. Starting from traveling to Saudi Arabia all the way to traveling my ass back in here. And I don't know, man. Like, if only I didn't have to be living alone throughout these years with my uncle. Like, if at least my mom would be there with me, then I could have been doing better. But it's it's really hard to it's really hard to imagine how, you know, how this is an actual true situation and fact that I'm stuck into. Like, and things have been happening almost pretty too fast. Might as well just bring me the goddamn, you know, first day of college on a platter. At this point, might just bring it to me on a silver platter in like literally 5 seconds or some shit. But I guess with how yesterday have went, I could kind of say that I've been slightly recovering. I mean, hey, it's a progress. Like, any progress is better than no progress at all, right? But then, I don't know if that progress is gonna hold up. Like, if this progress is going to be of any benefit, am I gonna be finally okay? And the important thing about this, am I gonna actually be able to make it through that entire university? You know? Am I really ready for such a huge university with its almost like advanced as fuck subjects? Like, it's English, but Jesus Christ, that's probably as advanced as trying to put a fucking Cheerio in television. I don't know, man. I'm just making things up at this point. But like, in all seriousness, if it wasn't for everything that's been happening, you know, if it wasn't for everything that's been happening, I don't know how my life would have been. Like, if I was actually able to get in a university back at Saudi Arabia, then I would have really have made almost the right choice to get myself out of my Egyptian shitty origins. Although, again, I cannot even deny that I am still feeling like shit. Like, I cannot deny that I'm still feeling like shit. Like, sure, I've got video games, but will they be able to keep me company and keep me sane and keep me in a much better mood than whatsoever? I don't know. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it is honestly still debatable whether I'm gonna eventually be okay or not. Whether I'm gonna be able to, to at least have a passing grade in all the subjects that I'm gonna be facing. Let alone be able to listen to what the fuck those teachers would be saying. I don't even know. I'm kind of losing it. Like, I'm kind of losing it. I feel like I feel like I'm kind of losing it. You know? And to be honest, this is probably not easy. This is probably like the hardest experience that I'm gonna have to get through. Like, I get it, it's for my freaking future and all, but I'm gonna be doing this for 4 college years. Like, I'm gonna be doing this for 4 years, bruh. 4 years. 4 years of college. And who knows after all of that if I'm gonna be thrown into the army or I'm gonna be saved by by being at frickin' Saudi Arabia. Who knows what's gonna be happening? Like, it's almost that nothing that I did in the past few days or months has ever prepared me for anything like that. And I'm gonna admit, it still sucks. Things like this that were happening still suck ass. And honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to survive through that. And it all comes down to, and it's all really coming down if I'm gonna ever maintain a strong mental fortitude and, if I'm gonna be able to stay calm during most of these days, and how I'm gonna be faring throughout the first college day, and whether I'm gonna be heading straight to sleep during those goddamn times, or I'm just gonna be dead, There are lots of things to be put in mind, and well, I don't even know. Again, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it. 'Cause let's not sugarcoat it. I'm pretty much probably not gonna be able to make it. And who knows? Any monthly tests or any assignments that are gonna be coming at the middle is gonna probably be as tedious and as shitty as literally trying to clear out a shitty Mugen fight. Yeah. But somehow thanks to Final Fantasy 15, I have been slowly recovering out of all of this. Very slowly though. But once again, am I gonna still be able to make it? Am I really up for this kind of stuff? Absolutely not. But then I have to. I literally have to. Which is why I'm just trying to spend, as much as I can, trying to recover, trying to get some calm moments with myself, and I don't know. I don't know. We're all in hope and goodwill that it's gonna eventually be alright. But on another side, I feel like that I've made the biggest mistake in my life. A very huge mistake. It's like probably not the healthiest thing to think about, even though we have already established onto it, but I just can't help but feel it. I feel that I have already made the wrongest choice of all wrong choices. It's as if all of my shitty life choices, whether they were small or big, combined into one shitty huge life choice. And this situation is exactly it. Seriously, education can go fuck itself, honestly. Like, what's wrong was literally, like, was literally just doing nothing in your life but laying down, playing video games, or just laying down, being on your phone, or just laying down and looking at the ceiling in general. Literally, what the hell is wrong with doing that for your entire life? Like, I get it. Education's supposed to be, quote unquote, preparing us for what's to come into the real world. What it should be doing, instead of literally giving us subjects and stuff that we really don't give a fuck about. Literally. And should actually teach us, real stuff that actually really helps us. Like, I don't know about you, bro, but give me something that can actually help me. But honestly, for what it's worth, like, these last few days, before I've got transported to the mental hospital, and those few days when I've been taking road trips, along with the other few days when I was, taking that English course and meeting up with that girl, along with, along with getting that Final Fantasy 15 game and waiting for it. I'm pretty much playing on the PS5 for most of the time. Honestly, most of these days, for what it's worth, those past few days were really good. And all of the times that I'm gonna be spending, trying to recover, whether it's playing video games, whether it's listening to songs, whether it's just being on my phone scrolling around and doing nothing, it will probably be the last few good days that I would ever have. But let's just not sugarcoat it. Let's just say how it is. And I don't know if, and I don't know, and I can't guarantee that there would still be hope out of all of this. Like, no, there is no hope. The only thing that I can do now is just count my days and count my blessings and prepare myself mentally as much as I can before I literally shit myself all the way to infinity. Thanks to education. Yeah. Like, you could tell that education, that education was probably the biggest bane, the entire shit stain that's been in my life for too long, and been doing nothing but ruining it. And this situation is no exception. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if things are gonna actually go decent anymore. But yeah, and all hoping and goodwill that things are gonna, you know, become slightly better. Rather become much better. And to all hopes that I don't lose my shit and fail. Like crazy how all of this started because I just wanted to have a new life in a new country. But then the country says no by closing its education, by closing its education registration times so fucking early, way before we even have decided to travel to Saudi Arabia. And with that, probably, like, after hearing that news and after going through that shit, nothing is gonna probably go through that shit, and the fact that I'm gonna be living alone when my mom leaves to Saudi Arabia, I'm gonna probably be living alone for like my entire college life with my uncle, which is something that I have never ever prepared myself for. Like, really, it will be something that is going to be a first of an experience, and probably the shittiest, and probably similar to fucking horror movies. So, yeah, it is quite how it is. But I guess lots of people want me to shut up and just say I'm doing pretty decent now. Yeah, that's pretty much, like, I'm okay, but I don't know if but I'm gonna stay okay or not. That's pretty much the gist of all of this. And with that, I'm gonna see you all later. And again, hopefully on a lighter and a much positive note.